The World Squash Championships have been taking place this week at the NEC in Birmingham. The first match we're going to see is the semi-final between those two Khans. Jahangir Khan, the man who's dominated the sport all through the 80s. For nearly 6 years, he was absolutely unbeatable. He's up against Jansher Khan, no relation as I say, the new young sensation of the sport, also from Pakistan. Well, it's best of 5 games. The first went to Jahangir, 9-3. We join the second with Jansher in white serving at love 3.
Jansher Khan into serve and rather hopes that Jansher is going to start to show signs of making tracks on Jahangir, because there is just that chance that if he doesn't get a foothold, that Jahangir may just run away with it.
I think the second game is certainly going to be important to him. If he doesn't win this, then it really does put pressure on him. And I was talking to Jeff Hunt a couple of days ago, and he was quite clear that when you get on court with Jahangir Khan, there's a very special kind of pressure. That's even before you start. So, you know, he's an awesome character to play. Stroke indeed. And that's the first point of this second game.
And probably as good an example of a penalty stroke as you'd want to see, Stuart. And it'll have done Jansher no harm at all to get a point on the board in this second game. And hope he'll be looking for a bit of a run now.
Well, that was a nice piece of work by Jansher, putting Jahangir under pressure. I mean, the young man really tried the overhead shot, and Jahangir couldn't reach it and ended up putting it in the tin. So it's 2-3, and the first signs that Jansher's getting into the match. Superb play from both players here. Oh, yes. Jansher got the right length, the right pace on that ball, and he got his reward, and it's 3-all.
3-all.
Oh, an error. And that was an error from Jahangir, and so Jansher goes into the lead for the first time.
It's like tactical ploy by Jansher, Stuart. He's taking a pace off the ball with a great deal more effect now. He's just throwing the ball into a lob and no pace on it at all, and inviting Jahangir really to make all the pace and to do all the attacking. And I think that that probably is a significant situation, because that's where Jahangir has made 1 or 2 errors, and there's a lovely tight drop shot close to the wall, clinging. Jahangir couldn't get it back.
3.
Well, now I wonder. Now that'll give Jansher a lot of confidence here. He really has waited. Oh, and that's down as well. That's 3 on the trot, and Jahangir saying, come on.
6-3.
Jansher Khan, World Junior Champion last year, has moved swiftly to the top of the senior tree. Well, near to it at the moment. good use of the sidewall, and then all of a sudden a change of direction and bang, across the other side of the court it goes. Jansher out of position there. You saw him search for fitness to get across the other side of the court.
A perfect length shot there from Jansher. Absolutely weighted to perfection and faded on the second bounce into the back corner.
7-3.
So that gives Jansher 7-3, and if we can square this at 1-1, we really have a match in our hands.
Well, indeed, Jansher went on to win that game 9-2. It was 1-1 in games. We join the third now with Jahangir to serve at 7-8.
7-8 then. One game all. Beautiful control on the side wall after being under considerable pressure there. I say, tremendous skill.
It's a critical rally, this one, and
Stroke to Jansher. Stroke to Jansher.
oh dear, I don't think Jahangir's too happy about that.
8-7, game ball.
But it's a critical phase of the match now as Jansher serves.
You were in his, no, you were in his
Jansher's
way.
going to
Couldn't play
serve,
shot.
but Jahangir's
He
not going to
couldn't
let
play
that
a
one
shot.
go. As
Did
he
you hit
comes
him?
out into the darkness
You hit him,
surrounding
Jansher?
this
No?
court. Questioning that, but at the same time, believe you me, he's having a rest.
Play on, please.
He's saying, well, it shouldn't have been a stroke. He's getting no joy out of Jansher.
8-7,
Little
game ball.
toing and froing between these two.
And as Jansher makes ready to serve for this game, they are not related, these two, and I understand that there really isn't a great deal of love lost between them, and it does very much look as though they're both playing for their reputations.
Tell you what, we've got a battle on our hands here. Jansher can take this. Then. It's game ball to Jansher, just to remind you. If he can win this, he goes 2 games to 1 up. And that call may well be more significant as we go on.
Yes, lad? Yes, lad.
Well, Jahangir just looking up at the referee and saying, well, that's exactly what happened before. Gave a stroke then.
Play on, please.
Now we've got a let. Don't need a translation for that. Game ball once again to Jansher Khan.
Stroke to Jahangir.
And he gets his stroke at last. Stroke to Jahangir.
And out.
Jansher not
7-8.
moving. And so 7-8. He saved 2 game balls there. What a good game this one is. Oh, I say.
Fabulous cross-court nick, that, Stuart. Quite how he manufactured that, I don't know. Certainly at that situation, this game, Jansher serving for the 3rd game. But there's a good response by Jahangir. The basic length ball driven down the side wall, hugging the wall.
8.
Well, those close to Jahangir suggest that he wants this one badly, and he's not going to let it go easily. This really is one of the great confrontations already. That's not up.
Rolled flat out of the nick there, and
Game ball.
there is quite an interchange of shots here, surprisingly so, at this moment of the match.
It's game ball, and Jansher has the service. Can he go 2 games to 1 up? Will the world number 1 contain him? Look at that composure from Jansher. Leisurely striking the ball back, waiting his chance. Oh, it's down. Well, that's it. The 3rd game to Jansher Khan, and Jahangir is behind. He won the 1st game well, but the young man has come back.
He has indeed 2-1 up in games. Here now's the 4th game. Jansher serving at 1-5 down.
Oh, it's down. Well, the prospect for Jahangir Khan, of course, if he's going to win this match, this semi-final, he's got to take the match to 5 games, and we're only in the 4th, and it's been punishing.
The battle still rages on, and you just think now that Jahangir really has to hold firm, because if Jansher plays too many strokes like that cling to the wall, then Jahangir's lead will soon disappear, and he really does have to make safe this 4th game to force it to the 5th.
I have a feeling it's about fitness from now on in. And down again.
4-5.
Well, the deficit 1. 2 games to 1, the advantage to Jansher, and 4-5.
Great skills on that backhand wall and recovery.
Down.
And Jansher makes the error.
And out.
So
5-4.
Jahangir still on course, but he really does have to look over his shoulder at this moment in time.
Jahangir certainly looks more tired of the two at the moment.
And Stewart, that's that very harmless looking forehand drop shot that Jansher just dinks there to the front. It conceals the most evil intent. And I think that really is probably the one that's made Jahangir suffer the most. A lot of people talk about fitness in these matches, Stuart, but the thing that really stands out to me in this match in particular is the agility. There's another error. The errors are beginning to appear more frequently.
6-4.
Well, that's the move that Jahangir wanted, on to 7 and retaining the service, and that may well be the point that takes him through to the 5th game.
Some superb control by Jansher, but looking at the poor old telly ball again, it's been hammered. The spots have gone, and so's Jahangir.
And down.
Slipped on a little drop of sweat, and Jansher inspects it closely.
And Jahangir's asked for the court to be mopped, and of course that gives him another opportunity to have a little break. Quite clearly
4-7.
Jahangir slipped and it had to be mopped. And now the shoelace is being tied. He's just taken the lace undone, if you saw that. That's another 15-20 seconds of rest. And Jansher has been made to wait all this time. Now 4-7. What a powerful penetrating shot that was.
5-7.
So 2 points down in this 4th game.
Down.
Lovely straight drop shot on the backhand side by Jahangir.
5.
Sidewall protecting it all the way.
So 7-5. Jansher looking for service again. Oh, it's down.
And down.
And he noticed a little shake of the head there. He knew he had the position and a little bit lax. Jansher almost misread that. Who will change the ball across? Jahangir it was. Nice use of the side wall, but he will break out and attack. really is quite demanding for both players. And of this championship, it was said, well, will these two destroy each other in terms of the prospects in the final? That wasn't up, I don't think. That came from Jansher into the net. And the crowd appreciating another fine shot. It takes him to 6.
7 from the left, please.
Almost died. Oh, what a good shot that was. Well, we now have a situation where the world number 1 is within 2 points of going out of these championships. Oh, that's down. Well, we have the unthinkable.
87, match ball.
Match ball. A place in the final at stake. And will this be the 3rd time in succession that Jansher Khan has beaten Jahangir Khan at the end of this season?
Stuart, he's just walking around the court. It's hard to believe it's match ball for a place in the final. And
well, as he was saying, and that's it. And Jansher Khan has beaten Jahangir Khan, and the young pretender has begun to take the throne.